Good evening, everyone. What an honor it is to be here with all of you tonight. So, I grew up in the north side of Denver right as it was starting its transition to the Highlands. We were a low-income family of 4, surviving off the single income of my dad, who spent long hours in construction, building, and design to make ends meet. The second I turned 14, I started my 10-year professional career as a scooper at Little Man Ice Cream. That is actually me on day number 1 right there. This was an effort to support my endeavors as tennis captain, class president, and most importantly, supportive big sister. As the lines began to grow at Little Man, I did too. All the while picking up how important it was not just to serve a scoop of ice cream, but a positive community impact. One lesson really stuck out to me from my time there. No matter how much or how little you have, you always give what you can. While I navigated school and work to survive, my foundation was built and Monday night sessions put forth by the countless volunteer hours of the good people at Minds Matter Colorado. Thank you. My dreams were realized in summer college programs that sponsors provided the opportunity for. I graduated college debt-free with a huge network of support, all because I was invited to apply to Minds Matter my freshman year at North High School. The support this offered became essential as college glimmered on the horizon. No one in my family had traversed the wide world of college and scholarship applications, so when the time came, Minds Matter helped me find what was out there and never left my side. With the help of my mentors, Nina Capriotti, Rachel Stevens, Valerie Seid, Matt Hrenya-Wood, and the program coordinators, I spent about 8 months working on over 15 scholarship applications, including to the Daniels Fund Scholarship. So for a low-income student like myself, the Daniels Fund Scholarship would completely cover the costs of attending my top choice, the University of Denver. The day came to submit the application. It was 10:40 a.m., and the application was due at noon. After practically memorizing every detail on this thing for the last 8 months, I read through everything one more time, and I hit send. It didn't go through. I couldn't figure out why. Everything was there. I read through it again and again until I got to the essay portion that was highlighted in red. I thought I only needed to complete 5 out of the 8 essays. As it turns out, I was dead wrong. I was missing 3 essays, and I could feel the clock ticking with every beat of my own heart. Without at least submitting to Daniels Fund, everything I worked for would be for naught. As I tried to figure out what to do, I had a moment of clarity, and I texted my mentor, Nina. It was now 11 a.m. on a weekday, and she was at work, but she immediately responded. She jumped on my essay document remotely and started editing as I flew across my own keyboard, typing up what should have been much more planned paragraphs. We were down to 4 minutes on the clock, and I hit send. I will never forget opening that letter from the Daniels Fund, the word congratulations front and center on that first line. At that moment, I knew everything was going to be okay, that everything I worked for was going to happen, that I was going to get my chance at my top choice university. After being awarded the Daniels Fund Scholarship, I also received the Denver Scholarship Foundation and the Greenhouse Scholars Program. Ooh, love Greenhouse. Daniels Fund and the Denver Scholarship Foundation gave me the resources to attend the University of Denver. The Greenhouse Scholars Program provided the network, community, and support that I needed to thrive and graduate in 2019. In all of this opportunity that Minds Matter provided, perhaps the most essential was watching how selflessly this community impacted growth and change around them. I knew that no matter what I did in life, I needed to be accountable and put forth that same good into the world. In a kismet moment of worlds colliding, I met my husband at a Daniels Fund scholarship at the University of Denver. There we are. He just so happened to be from this super tiny town called Walsenburg, Colorado, where my parents had just bought a house in a couple years earlier. So if you're not familiar, Walsenburg is down I-25 South, where you turn right to head out to the Sand Dunes National Park. If you hit Trinidad, you went too far. Despite being on the crux of I-25 and the Highway 160, and being passed through by over 3 million cars annually, Walsenburg currently sits in the lowest income county on the I-25 corridor in the state. We knew Walsenburg needed something to happen there, and that we had the passion and the energy to do it. As luck would have it, my very first boss, Paul Tamburillo of Little Man Ice Cream, happened to drive through our town, and he saw our vision. He and Renee Doubleday with Generator Property Development backed us, and Gub Gub's Pizza and Ice Cream was born. We chose to start a restaurant that focused on bringing resources to rural students, developing and revitalizing downtown, and building a third space for developing community. In another kismet moment from the universe, my foundation continued to be built on Mondays as Paul and Renee met with me every single week to navigate contractors, building plans, and even signed on loans. Little Man Ice Cream operations manager, Lauren Martinez, gave me the tools to learn how to do restaurant reporting and employee management and to grow as my own operations manager. The Greenhouse Scholars Program that I applied to because of Minds Matter gave us grant funding, a huge network of support, and mentorship to ensure our success. Today, we have seen Gub Gub's action plan rebuild a 1960 Standard Oil gas station into a beautiful new restaurant, complete with a patio, a kids area, and so much more. We have seen hundreds of students redeem free pizza for reading through our Gub Readers Club. We have seen career start through employee retention of 76%, a median income of $18+ an hour, access to certifications in food and alcohol safety, and even attended our very first International Pizza Expo in Las Vegas this year. We have seen over $1 million in gross revenue in our first year, tens of thousands of sales tax dollars going back into our community, and thousands donated in money, pizza, event space to uplift local initiatives and nonprofits. These communal efforts mattered to me because I was, and I still am, a low-income person with a huge dream and a great deal of gumption. And this is only the start. I have big plans to put Walsenburg back on the map, not only as a pit stop, but as a destination. Minds Matter sparked that chain reaction that launched everything that I knew I could be. 14 years ago, Nina and my mentors gave every Monday night and more to see me thrive. Your support of this program is jumpstarting the lives of students who know that they can, but need the tools to figure out the how and the why. I cannot thank you all enough for supporting this metamorphic community. And I cannot encourage you enough to volunteer and to donate. Lastly, I would just like to say thank you to Minds Matter Colorado for your commitment to my success. Thank you for the resources, the opportunity, and the inspiration you have given to generate positive community impact everywhere there is a Minds Matter Colorado alumni. Thank you.